What's going on, everybody? This is 2K Toro, and I am here to bring you another banger. We're gonna do something a little different in today's video. We're gonna take the best players in NBA history, past and present, and place them in their hometown teams. I was just sitting around playing 2K one day, and the idea just came to me. I wanna know what state produces the best NBA players. Whether it's California, New York, Florida, I just want to know. So I did my research and put the teams together. And I put all of the players in their prime, so you know it's going to be good. Then we're going to play one season and see who the champions are going to be. We're going to see who the MVP is going to be, the defensive player of the year, the leading scorers, assists, rebounds, blocks, even the All-Star game and the All-Star game MVP. This is going to be fun. Now, some states have more than one basketball team, and that's fine because we're going to pick one of those basketball teams to represent the state. For example, California has 4 teams. I'm going to put all the players from California on the Lakers, and they are going to represent California. And there are some states that don't have any basketball teams. So what we're going to do is take Seattle, for example. There are a bunch of great players that came out of Seattle, Washington, but since the Supersonics are no longer a thing, we're going to put those players on the Portland Trail Blazers just because they're the closest state. A couple of the teams that I want to mention are the New York Knicks. They have Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Julius Erving, all in their primes. The Philadelphia 76ers have Kobe Bryant, Wilt Chamberlain, Pete Maravich, all in their prime. The Los Angeles Lakers have Kawhi Leonard, Damian Lillard, Klay Thompson, Russell Westbrook, Paul George. Oh my God. The Chicago Bulls have Anthony Davis, Derrick Rose, and Dwayne Wade. And they're all in their prime, guys. This is going to be nuts. And I didn't want to leave out any of the international players. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all of the international players and put them on the Toronto Raptors. Of course, because they're the only non-domestic team in the NBA. And that team is going to consist of Hakeem Olajuwon, Dirk Nowitzki, Steve Nash. Oh my God, I don't know, man. The international team might have it. Let me know in the comments section, who do you guys think is gonna win? And there are going to be some teams that don't have the best NBA players, like the Utah Jazz or the Milwaukee Bucks. Still, it's alright. The players that they do have are still in their prime, so they should put up some decent competition. Feel free to pause the video if you guys want to take a closer look at each roster. There are going to be a lot of teams, so I'm going to go through them as quickly as possible. And since we have the best players in NBA history playing in one league, I'm curious to see who the MVP is going to be also. But let's not waste any more time. This is going to be a bit of a long video, and this did take a lot of time and research. So I would really appreciate it if all of you guys can hit that like button. Let's shoot for a goal of 100 likes, okay? I asked for that in the last video, and we crushed it. I really appreciate you guys, and make sure to sub to my channel if you are new here. Let's get into it. So I didn't play in any of the games, and I did just simulate through it. The first thing I want to talk about is the NBA All-Star game, and Oscar Robertson and Magic Johnson were the team captains. I didn't even take part in selecting the teams. I just let the computer handle all of that, and what I saw was, it kind of pissed me off, I'm not gonna lie. How is Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan on the reserves for Magic Johnson's team? How the heck is that possible? For Team Oscar, we have Oscar Robertson, of course, LeBron James, John Stockton, Wilt Chamberlain, and Grant Hill. For Team Magic, we have Magic Johnson, of course, Larry Bird, Karl Malone, Steph Curry, and Scottie Pippen. What I found interesting was there was only 4 current NBA players that made the All-Star game. LeBron James, James Harden, Steph Curry, and Kawhi Leonard. I will show you guys a little bit of the All-Star gameplay because it was really fun to play. I went ahead and ran with Magic Johnson's team because I'm not missing an opportunity to play with Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and Larry Bird. With Steph Curry at point? Nah, I'm good. I'm sticking with Team Magic on this one. I also want to start taking recommendations from you guys as well. So if you guys have any video ideas or suggestions, please let me know in the comments section down below. And if you guys like these type of simulation videos, let me know in the comments section as well, because they were a lot of fun to do. A little bit more time consuming than the normal video, but definitely fun to do. I went ahead and simulated the rest of the game, but Team Magic took this one. Larry Bird did win the All-Star Game MVP by scoring 21 points and 5 assists. But Michael Jordan played 10 less minutes and scored 20 points with 6 assists. If it was up to me, I would have gave it to Jordan. And for Team Oscar, LeBron James led the way for them. He had 20 points and 9 assists. Pretty good stat line, but they did lose by 19. I don't know about that. Fast forwarding again, we're gonna go towards the end of the season and see who the league leaders are. And it was pretty surprising because Calvin Murphy from the Boston Celtics led the league in scoring with 28.7 points a game, followed by Gilbert Arenas, Bob McAdoo, Kevin Durant, Byron Scott from the Utah Jazz, George Gervin, Steph Curry, Oscar Robertson, Clyde Drexler, and Larry Bird. Those were the top 10 scorers in the league. And for the rebounds, it should be no surprise, Wilt Chamberlain led the way with 17.4, but Oscar Robertson, a point guard, was second with 12.6 rebounds per game, followed by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Dwight Howard, Bill Walton, Domantas Sabonis, Nate Thurmond, Bill Laimbeer, George Mikan, and Sean Marion to round out the top 10 for rebounds. And with assists, Steve Nash is leading the way with 13.9, followed by Magic Johnson, Chris Paul, LeBron James, Oscar Robertson making another appearance. And that, ladies and gentlemen, gives him a triple-double for the season. John Stockton is number 6, followed by John Wall, Steph Curry, Gilbert Arenas, and Tracy McGrady. And for the leaders in steals, we have John Stockton and Walt Frazier leading the way with 2.5, followed by Calvin Murphy, Scottie Pippen, Grant Hill, Chris Paul, Jimmy Butler, Scottie Pippen, Chauncey Billups, and finally an appearance by Michael Jordan. He only averaged 19.4 points per game, but come on, can you really blame him? He had to share a court with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Julius Erving. So I totally get it. And last but certainly not least, we have the league leaders in blocks with Wilt Chamberlain leading the way at 3.2, followed by Dwight Howard, Nate Thurmond, Bill Walton, David Robinson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Marcus Camby, Anthony Davis, Hakeem Olajuwon, and Brandon Clark. Okay then. Now let's go over some of the season awards. With the MVP, we have Earvin Magic Johnson scoring 21.3 points per game, 8.2 rebounds per game, 13.1 assists per game, 1.7 steals a game, and 0.9 blocks per game. This man also shot 50% from the field, 90% from the free throw, and 40% from three-pointer. This man just joined the 50-40-90 club. And the Defensive Player of the Year award goes to Scottie Pippen, who averaged 2.1 steals per game and 1.7 blocks per game, which is very impressive. I am going to fast forward the playoffs, but a couple of key things to point out. Michael Jordan and the New York Knicks didn't even get past the first round. Kobe Bryant and the 76ers didn't even make it to the playoffs. But leading the way for the Eastern Conference is the Toronto Raptors, aka Team International, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, Tim Duncan, and Steve Nash. And on the West, we have the New Orleans Pelicans, led by Bill Russell, Karl Malone, and Clyde Drexler. And meeting the Toronto Raptors in the finals, we have the Los Angeles Lakers, led by Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Jason Kidd, Russell Westbrook. I can go on and on. And it was a pretty close match, but the Los Angeles Lakers do end up winning the NBA championship in 6 games. The finals MVP was Jason Kidd with 16.5 points per game, 6.2 rebounds per game, and 7.7 assists per game. I will show you guys one more look at Team California and Team International and see why they were so dominant. But that does it for today's video, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like if you did, and I will see you next time. Peace.